It's a damn tough life full of toil and strife. We rivermen undergo, and we don't give a damn when the fight is done how hard the cannons did blow. 'Cause we're homeward bound from the hunting ground with a good ship and crew within, and we won't give a damn when we drink our fill in the holds of old ruin. Rolling down to old ruin, me boys, rolling down to old ruin. We're homeward bound from the hunting ground, rolling down to old ruin. Once more we fly through the Stanton sky, through the black, the cold and pain. Them bulkhead walls, them mighty guns, we soon shall see again. For 6 hellish weeks we've passed our way, lying our grim living. But now we're bound from the hunting ground, rolling down to old ruin. Rolling down to old ruin, me boys, rolling down to old ruin. We're homeward bound from the hunting ground, rolling down to old ruin. Once more we fly to the Pyro point towards our station home. Our thieving done, our jump drive spun, and we ain't got far to roam. Oh, our crimes are tallied, our names are done, life sentences all round. A living gale is after us, thank God we're homeward bound. Rolling down to old ruin, me boys, rolling down to old ruin. We're homeward bound from the hunting grounds, rolling down to old ruin. How soft the light from the dying star, now the Lord is far astern. There's drinks abound in the neutral ground, awaiting our return. Even now our friends are looking out, hoping some fine day to see our engine tails marking dazzling trails, rolling down to old ruin. Rolling down to old ruin, me boys, rolling down to old ruin. We're homeward bound from the hunting ground, rolling down to old ruin. We're homeward bound from the hunting ground, rolling down to old ruin. It's a damn tough life full of toil and strife. We rivermen undergo, and we don't give a damn when the fight is done how hard the cannons did blow. 'Cause we're homeward bound from the hunting ground with a good ship and crew within, and we won't give a damn when we drink our fill in the holds of old ruin. Rolling down to old ruin, me boys, rolling down to old ruin. We're homeward bound from the hunting ground, rolling down to old ruin. Once more we fly through the Stanton sky, through the black, the cold and pain. Them bulkhead walls, them mighty guns, we soon shall see again. For 6 hellish weeks we've passed our way, lying our grim living. But now we're bound from the hunting ground, rolling down to old ruin. Rolling down to old ruin, me boys, rolling down to old ruin. We're homeward bound from the hunting ground, rolling down to old ruin. Once more we fly to the Pyro point towards our station home. Our thieving done, our jump drive spun, and we ain't got far to roam. Oh, our crimes are tallied, our names are done, life sentences all round. A living gale is after us, thank God we're homeward bound. Rolling down to old ruin, my boys, rolling down to old ruin. We're homeward bound from the hunting grounds, rolling down to old ruin. How soft the light from the dying star, now the Lord is far astern. There's drinks abound in the neutral ground, awaiting our return. Even now our friends are lurking out, hoping some fine day to see our engine tails marking dazzling trails, rolling down to old ruin. Rolling down to old ruin, my boys, rolling down to old ruin. We're homeward bound from the hunting ground, rolling down to old ruin. We're homeward bound from the hunting ground, rolling down to old ruin. It's a damn tough life full of toil and strife. We reaver men undergo, and we don't give a damn when the fight is done, how hard the cannons did blow. 'Cause we're homeward bound from the hunting ground, with a good ship and crew within. And we won't give a damn when we drink our fill in the holds of old ruin. Rolling down to old ruin, my boys, rolling down to old ruin.
Yo-ho, what's up, you scurvy dogs?
How's it going?
Not so bad, not so bad. How are you?
I'm back.
Pretty good. Oh, hey, I watched your Talking Dirty episode, and just for the record, whoever it was that wanted to let him go in the carrick that night
Yeah.
was just to see if a skinned carrick would fly.
That's fucking great. I wish I'd thought of that. Well, I'm glad to hear it wasn't out of pity or mercy. Respect I would have accepted.
No, it was. We were honestly like we were trying to shoot him down. It's just everyone failed at it miserably, and he got out of there in time. But it was to see if you could fly away in a fully scrapped off vehicle, and you can.
Which now I'm curious as to how much the repair bill would have been.
Right, and that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, can you just consistently repair and salvage, repair, salvage, and infinite money?
I'm gonna say it's probably balanced out. I would hope that they thought that through.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him past him to overlook it.
Well, I guess we could always test it on a smaller scale. Just get like an arrow and skin it, and go sell the RMC and see how much it costs to repair the arrow or whatever. Or
That's
any
assuming
small
every
ship.
chip has the same cost to repair ratio, I guess.
Well,
Fair enough, yeah.
what you'd be looking for is, does the repair bill of the vehicle equal roughly what the value of the skin is?
Right.
Right, but does that scale evenly with every single ship is the other question.
I mean, yeah, you got a point.
Maybe we do a 2 or 3 to,
Yeah.
See what that looks like. But yeah, there's a lot of unknowns currently.
Hello.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, Dan?
What's going on, fellas?
Hey.
Not too much. I'm just setting my permanent residence here before I back out to menus. How's the game been running lately? I hear the recent patch is playable. Dare I ask?
And I was able to run around earlier and buy everything and get set up, but I didn't try much else.
When I logged in yesterday, people were complaining about the multi-tool not working properly and doing funky things. But so far, flight, doors, elevators have been sticky but not bad.
Okay.
This morning it was kind of shitty. Got a bunch of 30Ks back to back. Then it kind of faded out and started.
Was that before the hot patch? I think the hot patch was like at 9 a.m. Eastern time.
It would have been around that time. I couldn't say whether it was before or after, but it was early this morning. So
Yeah.
Vito, I see only you in the menus.
Vito's not even in the voice.
Wow.
so there.
All right.
I'm backing out the menus now. I was just making sure I was still ready to go.
Our friend request. Yeah.
See my live stream's got a few more active viewers than it normally would 5 minutes into it. Y'all waiting to see whether or not we're gonna grief anybody tonight? Okay, invites are out. Let me know if you didn't get one just now.
I don't know who sent one.
That's Captain Dirty.
Yeah. CAPT.
I may never live down not properly abbreviating that, but well, it's too late now. I was going for the Cap'n, but I didn't even really abbreviate it for that properly either, so I really don't have any excuse. I think I'm missing Tanfield from my friends list.
That would be correct, sir.
Is it spelled the same as it is in Discord?
Indeed.
Yeah.
I tried to make it easy on people.
Yes, we appreciate that. Okay, that's out.
Accepted. Hey,
All right.
I'm in a party.
We're rolling.
Yo.
Yo.
Oh.
Oh.
If you watch a live channel on YouTube with sound only, no video, does it still count as a view for you?
Yes. Yeah. Once you've clicked it, that's the view right there. So you can mute it, you can click away. Doesn't really make much difference at that point in terms of just views. But they do track like watch hours, and that's an important metric for YouTube as well. Which I think it would still count in that case if you clicked it and left it open, just like playing in the background or something.
Yeah, I know like when I pull YouTube up on my phone, it gives the option of not doing any video and just doing the sound, and then I can mute it. But I think on my PC, I don't have that option. It's just on my phone.
That's interesting. I don't think mine does that.
I think it's just live stuff on YouTube that I have. Like I can't do it like normal videos, but I think live it lets me do it on my
Interesting.
phone.
Very smooth.
Do you pay for the YouTube service?
Oh hell no.
Okay, yeah. I do. Fuck those ads.
Do they? Does that help you?
No, not really.
Do you
I
like
mainly
an extra, like
the main
do you
reason
like an extra metric for that or something?
No. The main reason I did it really was to listen to the like music. That they have a great collection of music on YouTube.
Oh,
Pretty much
yeah, I have
anything I want to
YouTube
listen
music.
to. Yeah.
But that doesn't. Does that correlate to YouTube Prime? That's not the same thing, is it?
They probably offer it to people who don't have a subscription, but there may be advertisements every few songs or something. I'm not really sure.
I listen to it at work, There is a commercial or two before every song I hear.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I
But-
have YouTube Music that I pay for a membership for, but it's a different app than
Oh, that's
YouTube
interesting.
videos.
When you watch
It's like a
YouTube
separate.
regularly, do you get ads?
On my phone, yes. On my PC, my ad blocker gets rid of them.
Nice.
But the music is I don't use YouTube videos for the music. I use YouTube Music for music.
Yeah, same.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
Like the terminals.
Yeah. Cubby Bay is not looking so great.
Off the shelf.
I am 30 subscribers away from hitting 1,000, which is a fucking awesome milestone, and it's kind of incredible that it's already within reach. Really, I thought it would be, at the rate I was going, years for a while. But once I hit around like 400, it started to kind of pick up a little bit, and I'm hoping there's another uptick after I hit that like 1,000 mark.
There you go.
Technically, every Google account is a YouTube account, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's it used to be Google Music before it was YouTube Music, right?
Alright.
Not sure. Maybe.
Yeah,
There you go. I got you on 3 more subscriptions.
Dope. Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody's got like 2 or 3 Google accounts, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. The next milestone is hitting 4,000 watch hours within the last year, which I'm actually pretty close to as well, but that one's going to take a little bit more work.
All right, where are we planning on meeting up?
Well, I think what I'd like to do is take a look at the Lagrange points for starting with Arc L1 and moving over to her L1 and her L2 next. And then if we haven't found anything by then, we'll start looking at the moons of Hurston.
Okay. I am currently at Everest Harbor. Would you like me to go ahead and pop out to her L1 and make a lap or two?
If you're already out there, yeah, go for it.
All right.
I'm spawning up in Area 18, so I'll be heading over to Arc L1 first. I guess I'll just buy 2 guns, and that way I'll have at least 2 clips. Or, sorry, magazines. I don't want to upset any gun people out there.
So far, everything's good except for the terminals. Cubby, anyway, I haven't made it through those. So.
And you're where, Anna?
18.
What the hell gives with Area 18? Is it gonna be the problem child, 318?
Hope not. It's the most convenient one.
Oh shit.
It's probably the most busy one. That's probably why it's fucked up.
Might be.
I don't know. I have a feeling that they're messing around with their 3.19 plans to change Area 18, and it's fucking with the code. And they've just kind of started working on it, and that's why Area 18 is such a mess.
It really probably is due for an update. I think Lorville got an update. New Babbage is already looking swank. And then there's Orison. So Area 18 really does feel like it kind of got left in 2019.
They said that the whole new player experience, the new change of that is going to be in Area 18. So it's
really?
going to have some modifications with that.
Might try Lauraville next time.
So Tram showed up. I'm standing on it currently.
Sweet.
Out of Area 18.
I gotta go pull that screenshot of my 30K this morning. I was on the shuttle on horse, and we were just pulling up to the little docking area for it, and all of a sudden the shuttle started tipping over sideways, and then it gave us a 30K message.
Broke the server.
I feel like every hangar I spawn into with a ship has at least one piece of another ship in it. Just broken off.
Yeah, beware the bed. That's what's gluing all your ships to the fucking floor. Just for the record.
Yoho, what is up? Redacted, Meat Honey, JCI, NVB, and Chapayev. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in.
I need to go grab my game glass. I'll be right back.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll Mantis. What are my non-crew logistics people running tonight?
I'm grabbing my Vulture. That's what I have
Vehicle
full right now.
Vehicle selected.
I'm
Standard
scouting
vehicle has been
it.
delivered to the following location. System. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I'm not sure. BD, you here?
Yeah, I'm not running anything right now. My game is so borked that it's not worth playing.
Gotcha.
Rip.
Back.
Super smooth.
It's moving smooth, except for I wake up with all my stuff gone, and I'm in a station with no armor store.
I deleted the user and shader files before I launched.
And black.
Yoho Lafayette, how you doing tonight? Thanks for tuning in. Lafayette says it's been a rough day for 5 30Ks today. Yikes. We'll remember you. Hopefully we have a little bit better luck.
Is it just the L1s and L2s that have the Rex?
I think all of them do, but the L1s and L2s are closest to like the main ports that people are more commonly spawning at.
I think they are also in the belts as well.
Yeah, you're gonna get the way it works right now is salvage is mining. Wherever you can mine, you can salvage, and it's probably not gonna change anytime soon. I would.
Takeoff complete.
Mav says, good luck, I've got training today, so no plunder for me this time. Give them hell. If we find him, we certainly will. Good luck on your training, dude. We'll catch you next time. Yeah, training popped up for me at work to do. It was fucking ladder training. I was like, are you fucking serious right now? We're doing ladder training? What kind of joke is this? This is only so that you guys can't get sued, right?
So you have the 3 points of contact and always face the ladder. That's about it, right?
Yeah, the same shit that they taught me in my high school theater class. Yes, that's it. Make sure it's standing on all 4 legs.
And don't use the ladder if it's damaged.
What's the other one?
Top 2 rungs.
1 person on the ladder at a time. I think that's about it right there.
You think it's silly until you actually meet people that are actually dipshits. with a ladder, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah, fair enough. Yo, I just picked up a vulture coming right out of my jump. It's probably empty.
I jumped right into a crash. A game crash.
Another one bites the dust. Nita, and he says, only one person on the ladder, how can you get anything done? I mean, that's a good question. That's a good question. Have 2 ladders, I guess.
And server's full. It's not one thing.
You can spam into it.
Yeah, that generally don't last long.
Yeah.
Someone else is bound to crash any moment now.
Exactly. It's a good chance it might be one of us. Well, we at least figured out the optimal ship for loading up somebody else's cargo into ours.
Yeah, Easy was saying that the Caterpillar really is the fastest for loading, which, I mean, makes all the sense, and might be part of the design, maybe, I wonder?
I would say it's a good chance. I mean, whether it be piracy or just loading up your cargo because you're a cargo runner.
Right. It's definitely not for pirates. Not Drake. Drake wouldn't do that.
So I have full controls of the ship, but I don't have my mouse.
Got something. No mouse. Oh, that's weird. I don't know how to fix that one. I did just get a pip out here at Arkel 1. I'm investigating now.
Swap between third person and first person rapidly. Multiple times.
We have a C2 out here.
Oh yeah.
Is it? It can't be the. Is that the wreck? Hang on. Let me get a little closer. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
It's a vulture sitting on this wreck. I think I could probably handle this one on my own. But if anybody wants to come join the party, they're more than welcome. I'll hang out here until he looks like he's getting ready to leave.
The tram. You made it through the tram just in time, Dirty, because it is... There
Fuck!
we go.
You bastard! The dread pirate Chris Roberts strikes again. Fuck my life.
It was the tram at Area 18 that did that.
I was like licking my chops, like, oh yeah, here we go. Just a matter of time until I get this fucking Care Bear.
So the tram was at a 45-degree angle to the platform.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier with the shuttle at Orison. When it fucking 30 Ks, it starts tipping whatever you're riding over.
Ah, so the 30K was already in progress. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's exactly what happened to me earlier.
Or do we still need to shut the whole game down to get in, or do they fix that crap?
Let's give it a shot and find out. We'll do some testing.
Right. I'm gonna use.
Everybody ready? I see a lot of people in PU still.
I'm showing you in PU as well.
Yeah, it's showing you.
Oh. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna go with it and see what happens. What's the worst that could happen anyways, right?
Go for it.
Punch it. Hey,
I went.
loading.
Meat Honey says, dirty, quote, I can solo this, quote, CIG div. The hell you will. Activate 30K.
No shit. And just in case you make it by that, see you at the elevator, boss.
Right. Chapayev says, the server knew the real griefer tonight. I don't get it though, man. Like, 2 weeks ago, the game was running so well in PTU. What the fuck happened? Like, how did they go so far backwards?
Somebody didn't wash their hands before they touched it.
They started fixing stuff.
One of those posts on that subreddit that I think Vito was one that posted it originally was talking about how all of CIG is basically people that are brand new to game development, and as soon as they get experience, they fucking leave and go to an actual game company.
I wonder
It's
how
like
true
just a
that
stepping
is.
stone for all game developers. I'm like, I mean that might be true.
They get like 2 weeks experience and like, I'm starting my own company, man.
Well,
So the code's just a hodgepodge of basically all green code.
If these
For them, what
assholes
they're
could do it,
doing.
I can do it, right?
Yeah. Hey, on the bright side, we now have terminals working at Cuppy Blast.
Oh, really? Well, we'll get some ammo then. Maybe a tractor beam. See if the tractor beam works.
I guess if they're paying below market average for their developers and programmers and whatnot, then that'll probably happen.
I don't know if they're necessarily playing below average. I just think they might have a less than ideal reputation in the job market.
Well, I mean, I don't know whether they're paying below average or not either. I'm just saying if they were, that might explain it. But on the flip side, I'm not sure that it would really matter about their reputation if you're getting a steady paycheck. I mean, come on, nobody can debate that it's going to be a steady paycheck because 10 years later, still in alpha.
That's true. I mean, but like, that's you and me talking. But like, if you have the skill and the knowledge, and you're known in the industry, because everyone that's in the industry knows everyone. I mean, you get a name for yourself. You could pick what game you want to work on, and you can choose like and do something you actually want to do, not just something that you're getting paid to do. If you're not known in the industry, then yeah, you don't have that option to be selective. You don't have that.
For sure. Of course, you know, money talks and bullshit walks. So I think at the end of the day, it's probably going to be based in payroll. More, I mean, I get what you're saying. Some people might get on a project and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I like this project. I'm sticking with it no matter what."
Not just no matter what, but they can be like, okay, like, you want me on your project, pay me this amount, and then they'll get it, like, because they're known to be good. If they're good, if they're not good, then
Right,
people aren't gonna
right.
pay them.
Right, but I don't think that CIG's looking. I mean, they'll probably take a guy like that if they know that, you know, or a girl or whatever that's a superstar at their job and they're willing to come work for them. But I think probably more so than anything, they're looking for volume. They got seats to fill, you know, they got jobs to fill. So they're probably taking volume over quantity over quality.
And that's the thing. I don't know if quality would be willing to go to CIG if they have other options
You
out
supposed
there.
to be a bird or something? Hey, motherfucker! Hey! Hey!
Unless CIG was to, like, tremendously overpay, and then yeah, that would probably, then money would talk. But like, if you're just paying the normal average rate of a developer, like, of all the companies are paying the average, the people are going to go to the company that they want to work for. I don't know. The game industry is weird. I've had a sneak peek into it at like PAXs and stuff, doing behind the scenes stuff with press, and it really is. It's very cliquey, the game industry. Everyone knows everyone. If you do something wrong, you get shunned out of the whole industry pretty quickly, pretty easily.
Well, if I had to guess, okay, so the subject that matter was turnover in Star Citizen or CIG in particular. So if they have a certain rate of turnover, I would probably argue that they're probably getting people that want to get into the game industry that
Right.
may not be top notch. They're coming in at the low end, and then they learn enough. And when you can show somebody, holy shit, you can build this ship right here with all the internals. This is what you did. That might be good enough. Where I think for the vast majority, people want a product that you put out.
And that's what that post was basically saying, is it's a bunch of entry-level people that keep rotating through, and so it's just a bunch of hodgepodge of code, basically. And just keep stacking more and more new people into it, and it's just not going anywhere. Because no one wants to stick it out.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's hard to find good people to do good work in any industry. Speaking as somebody who's been around for a while.
I've been looking for
especially
help
nowadays.
for my department at my job for a fucking year, and I'm about to shed some fucking dead weight and not get a fucking replacement. So yeah, that's what it's like over in my world right now.
It's like that everywhere.
What industry are you in, out of curiosity?
Theatrical production.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not as glamorous as it sounds.
That would definitely be more of a niche industry too. I'm sure it's the same way where, like, in that industry, you're known, people know people. It's not like...
Yeah, it's a very small community. I live in a medium-sized city. Everybody knows everybody. If you fuck up and piss off the wrong people, you will get shunned. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. I was going to say something, but I was like, it's not really relevant to their conversation. And I just crashed. Awesome. We're off to a great start here. This has been a really good stream. How's everybody? I hope this is entertaining.
Shitty. So far, so good on my end.
Any of y'all play Sea of Thieves by any chance?
I did for a little bit, yeah. Was that leading to a question, or is that just...
just putting the feelers out there. I also have Sea of Thieves and consider it sometimes as an alternative when Star Citizen is acting like this. But
I mean,
I'm sticking out a little. Yeah, it's great.
I prefer my games to be multiplayer, like more than just 3 or 4 people. That's the only reason why I don't play it. But
yeah, I wish that you could get a solid 5-6 people without having to like hotwire the fucking game.
Yeah. But outside of that, I loved the concept. I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed playing it.
Just say
I hear.
Atlas.
I mean, I played Atlas for way too long. I'm not gonna lie. And it was the same reason. It was for the community. It wasn't even because the game was good, because we all know the game is shit.
All right. Well, I'm going to take a little break. I'm loading back in. I'll be right back.
I'm over at L1 doing some scans.
Oh, cool. I'm now stuck in an empty hangar.
Life full of toil and strife, we reaver men undergo. And we don't give a damn when the fight is done, how hard the cannons did blow. Cause we're
I'm successfully geared. That's a plus.
With a good ship and crew within. And we won't give a damn when we drink our fill in the holds of old ruins. Rolling down to
Yeah, it is.
I'm getting that too.
Rolling down to old ruin. We're homeward bound from the hunting ground. Rolling down to old ruin. Once more we fly through the Stanton sky, through the black, the cold and pain. Them bulkhead walls, them mighty guns we
Ah, I just missed the tram. Son of a bitch.
For 6 hellish weeks we've passed.
I hate that. You run all the way up. You see the doors open. It closes right in your face.
Rolling down to old ruin. Rolling down to old ruin. My boys rolling down to old ruin. We're homeward bound from the hunting ground. Rolling down to old ruin. Once more we fly to the Pyro point towards our station.
Yeah, I knew some people that were into naval action, but I couldn't get into that. I wouldn't even get past the tutorial. Started playing the tutorial, they're like, hey, you just gotta get through this. I'm like, that's all there is to it, is your ship.
People questioned like why I played Atlas as much as I did, and like people just don't seem to understand. Like I play games for the community, not for the game. It could be the worst game in the world, but if like it's playing with others, like I'm down.
I need to have both. I need to have both of those things to be true. Personally.
A good game, but I'll play the shit out of it. There's something entertaining.
Awaiting our return. Even now our friends are looking.
I mean, I can do it with a small crew or whatever. Solo, I don't care. As long as it's multiplayer. I don't generally like single player.
Rolling down to old ruin. Rolling down to old ruin.
Like even like the latest Warzone, like I have a group of people that are like real life friends that play that, and like why don't you come play with us? I'm like, cause it's teams of 3. Like I don't need to have the bickering and like fighting over who's on whose team or any of that shit. Like play a multiplayer game that actually lets everyone play at the same time, and I'll join you.
It's a damn tough life full
I
of
agree with
toil
that.
and strife. We reaver men undergo, and we don't give a damn when the fight is done.
Arkel 1 is
How hard
dead.
the cannons
Dead.
did blow. 'Cause we're homeward bound from the hunting ground with a
What I want
good
to
ship
see in
and
Star
crew
Citizen
within.
really and truly so
We
far
won't
away.
give a damn when we drink
I
our
want to see
fill
some base
in the
raiding.
holds of old
I'm ready for
ruin. Rolling down to old ruin. My boys rolling down to old ruin. We're
Oh, yeah.
homeward bound
Base raiding in space on the
ground.
moon.
Rolling.
Oh, this is frightening. I've respawned into my Mantis seat. I wasn't even there when I crashed, I don't think. Not sure what's going on here. We're just gonna go with it.
CIG's like, yeah, I know you're a pirate here. Just have a Mantis. Go ahead.
Welcome to Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy
Give you a head start.
Right?
Unless you skip the broken trail.
Right.
While you were gone, I did go on Arc L
Say again?
on this server. I went around Arc L1. There's really nothing there in the server.
Got you.
There wasn't anything in HURL1 for the crash, but I hadn't gotten back since we relogged.
83 people on the server. We're what, 8? So 75. There should be somewhere.
Takeoff complete.
Damn, I might make it out Area 18. Nice.
There might also be a new server? Question mark.
Yeah, it might take folks a couple minutes to get out there.
Yeah. 85.
And my hangar has no debris in it, so. Or no visible debris.
That's always a plus.
Yeah. Just another supporting argument that it's a new server, I guess. No time for the debris to accumulate.
That's the other thing. Like with the, like we say new servers, but like I guarantee they don't have they're not spinning up a new server every time. So it's just servers that are crashing and restarting. With PES, technically, stuff should still be there, right? Like even if it's a 30K, it should still persist after the 30K.
You know,
theoretically, I think that's
30K
right. Yeah.
is a disconnection, but you know, if you get a 30K, that means everybody was just disconnected. It doesn't really necessarily mean the server crashed, huh? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
New servers.
It dawned on me that I highly doubt they're actually spinning up a new server for people whenever you log in.
Right. It might be the situation where if one of them is crashing out for some fatal reason, they might wipe it, sanitize it.
That's what I was getting at with the difference between a 30K and a server crash. Yeah, it might be two different things. Yeah, I'm not sure though. I'm just speculating. I honestly have no clue.
I was under the impression that the 30K code was a server crash.
Yeah, I know it just says disconnect, and it could be.
But what do I know? I'm just a dude who plays this video game.
Yeah, but you've been playing for years. I've been playing for months.
They do have different codes, and so like 30K and 6 is like you crashed, but not the server. I thought 30K was the server crash, but as to whether or not they're spooling up new servers, I kind of doubt it too. It's probably just an empty server, but maybe it's been freshly restarted. Who knows?
Seems like they're going to have to do that or do something to wipe all that crap out of the hangars occasionally.
I do know that they are, they've divided it up into shards or whatever. So whatever the shard number is, like if you keep on going back to that one, you're like in the same world. So the stuff that you leave there should in theory be staying there if persistence is actually working as they say it is.
And they also said that they tried to put you back in the same place.
Right.
It won't be insured, but
Postnut Clarity says, correction here for me. 30K, 3028 is a client disconnect. 30K in general is a server crash. Anything else is on the user's end, not the server's end. Okay.
I just got killed by a Scorpius. It attacked me at an OM, yeah. Jumped in, yeah, like literally no time, just blew me out of the sky. He's awesome, dude.
You got griefed. You should file a complaint.
Call me a Titan Karen. His name is Dude It's Lit.
Where at?
It was OM6 coming out of Area 18.
Okay.
Send him a message telling him you were trying to pass it.
Hurl 1 looks empty.
I'm heading over to Hurl 2 right now.
That's where I was trying to go. Dude, it's lit. You know, he's like fucking 17. Dude, it's so lit. Does kind of suck. I just got off this shitty fucking place. He fucking sent me right back. Little creep.
You know, I knew I was old when this fucking 20-year-old dude I was working with said something. He's like, "These cookies fucking slap, dude." And I was like, "Yeah, totally." And like 5 minutes later, I'm Googling, like, what the fuck does slap mean?
Oh,
And
God, you know?
like, okay, all right, we might as well admit it. We're old.
It happens faster than you like to admit, you know?
Yeah.
First time I was like, really? Like a really, really moment. Got in the damn car with a kid. And you look down at the door and say, "What's that lever?" It's like, that's the manual
Yeah.
windows.
Yeah.
Baby.
Like, never
Oh.
even seen a stick shift car in their life.
When my youngest son saw one of my cassette tapes and said, "What is that?"
If you really want to see somebody get fucked up, show them a 3 on the tree.
Yeah, right? Yeah. No,
The newest cars don't even have gear shifts anymore. They're like little knobs. So people are gonna like look at like an automatic gear shift in 10 years and be like, "What the hell is that?"
yeah.
We were out car shopping. I saw that. I'm like, "What the fuck? Was the gear shift not working then?" Like,
Bastard sent me back to all this shit again. Damn it. I don't know how the hell he killed me so fast, too, man. He, like, in one pass, took my shields down and blew me up. That was incredibly fast.
With a gunner, it's probably got the firepower. What were you flying?
Titan.
Yeah.
Paper Titan.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot of goddamn guns if he's got a gunner.
You didn't happen to see how many laser beams were flying at you, did you?
Nah, I don't think he missed a single shot. I didn't see it. It's like, I just heard the sound. Shields are down. Like, what the fuck, man? Holy shit. Sweaty little bastard.
Don't worry, guys. They'll get to balance in like 5 years.
Yeah, right.
It'll probably get nerfed, in all honesty, in like 3 months.
Yeah. Well, whenever they come out with real armor, then that you're guaranteed there's going to be a rebalancing then.
Yeah, I mean that's absolutely going to affect the game balance, but I don't expect that anytime soon.
Oh, no.
I don't think it's anywhere near the hitting the roadmap.
I mean, we can wish and dream, but yeah, I think you're right. But it will be kind of cool to see the little terrapin that could with armor, real armor.
It'll actually be the turtle that it looks like.
Right. Just take a leisurely stroll through enemy territory. Yeah, what y'all looking at?
Postnut Clarity says real armor not till 2057. Anything else is hopium.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Anybody been out to HURL4 yet?
Say again? I missed that.
No.
Anybody been to HURL4?
No.
All right.
It's like there's about 80 players on this server. So it's not quite full yet.
I'll be interested to see what they raise the cap to the next time they raise the cap. So I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, they're talking about releasing Pyro before server meshing now. I haven't really caught up on any of that stuff, but doesn't shock me to hear it.
Yeah.
I think that they should increase the server size when they do that. Now, whether or not they're going to be able to, kind of doubt it. I mean, if they're talking by the end of this year, fuck, man, they're having problems with boxes on ships, and the physicalized cargo, killing frame rates and servers.
Hell, from the looks of it, we're not going to get 318 by the end of the first quarter, so, yeah, I mean, I think Pyro will be a long ways away.
Postnut Clarity says they aren't talking about releasing Pyro before server meshing. They mentioned releasing it with static server meshing and not dynamic server meshing. Which dynamic server meshing is the main server meshing that people will notice the most. Okay, thank you for the clarification. Well, so what does static server meshing mean? There's going to be a loading screen, and how does that? I don't really understand what the difference is, really, between those two. Static server meshing will just make jump points server transition points. Okay, so basically like zones. Okay, so then you would have a Pyro zone and a Stanton zone, and each of them could have approximately 100 players, probably. So they might double in size then, at that point. That makes sense, actually. That actually, maybe they could handle by the end of the year. Maybe. If they really, really focused on it. But even then, definitely not holding my breath.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, they've been saying Pyro next year for how many years now?
And then you can't overlook the fact that when did they ever deliver everything they said they were going to deliver on time?
Yeah. Also, never. Redacted says, is it normal to get a hanger for an 890 when you spawn a Gladius? Yes, if you were in a big ship last, and like you park a big ship there and you spawn a smaller ship, a lot of times you'll get the big hanger. But sometimes it just randomly happens.
Yeah. Congestion.
Yeah, a lot of players on the station calling ships tends to
Yeah. Absolutely.
traffic jam, basically.
You know, I think just too many people expect too much out of a game that's only been in development for 10 years.
It's a fair point.
Yeah. Well said. Well said.
You know, having been playing it for 3 years now and like seeing the progress that's happened, I can't say that they haven't made really big jumps in the progress of the game and like what it looks like, how it plays, what you're able to do in it. But also, like, fuck, man, they're promising, so much here, and they are not close to it at all right now.
And it's really just like everything they complete, there's 5 more things they come up with that they want to add to it, and that they promise, and that they won't say is going to be added. It's never ending.
And don't get me wrong, I mean, yeah, like Dirty said, it's made bounds and leaps. I'm sure Dirty remembers this. I don't know who else was here at this time, but like about 4.5 years ago, there wasn't really anything but Port Olisar and a refueling station that wasn't Port Olisar.
I think it might have been a little bit more than 4 years ago at this point. I don't know exactly. What, like 3.0? Is that what you're talking about?
You remember. Yeah.
I did play 3.0 for a little bit. For about 3 or 4 months, I was playing it kind of on, off and on.
And there wasn't anything to do. The game crashed a lot. And the refueling station, there wasn't any safe zone there.
No, it was great. You could just, so pirating in 3.0 was you stole people's ships off of the Port Olisar pads, which was so easy to do. Nobody was fucking, checking their backs back then. They spawned a Cutlass, it's yours. They spawned a Connie, you're going with them. Right, there were some comsats that you could go to and like do a janky mission that I tried once, and then I just kind of camped there waiting for other players to show up, which since it was the only actual mission in the game, people actually were doing it pretty regularly. What else? There was Grim Hex, which they added, and it was a nightmare, dude. Like Grim Hex was kind of like SPK now, except tunnels and dark, and once you went in, you're not coming out, really. You're going to get lost or shot or both. And it was fun, actually. It was a lot of fun. But there was, like, not much to do, and once you've stolen all the ships and, like, did some dog fighting, that was pretty much it. So I came back in 3.9. And I kind of miss, actually, when you could steal people's ships and, like, sell the cargo at Grim Hex, which used to be a thing, unfortunately. I came in during the Laranite rush. So that was kind of fun. There was a lot of caterpillars and stuff to pirate.
Yeah. Yeah, it was something else in the beginning, and as soon as they gave people, like, I guess what you'd say something to do, the cargo and stuff like that.
There was mining and cargo in the game, right?
Yeah. Right. And it was money. It was something to do, but like it crashed every 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah. So when I first came back, I brought in my brother and a friend of ours, and I was like, all right, we're gonna be fucking space pirates, y'all. It's gonna be fucking great. And so we crashed. We had 1,030,000s, like one every 30 minutes, every single time we played. And what did we do? We camped at one of the moon outposts where there was no armistice zone and waited for somebody to show up buy something, and then we murdered them, and weren't really able to steal their ship because you couldn't gun down the doors at that point. So we were just kind of stuck there, and we did that for a little while until a bounty hunter came and eventually killed us and sent us to jail. And my friend and my brother were like, okay, this game is fucking broken, and also there's jail? I don't know. And so that was it for them, but I kept going, and now there is Chaos Squad, which is fucking awesome. So yeah, thanks for being here and help making it happen.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of making it happen, anybody like see anything anywhere?
You totally did.
I'm gonna go look at the moons and Ariel, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to head there myself.
HURL4 is a bust. There's nothing here. Got wrecks, got rocks, but nobody's here.
I went all the way to Mick L5.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now on.
Redacted says he's out of here, got work early. Take it easy, dude. Thanks for tuning in. Wooby Bear says, yo ho ho, what's happening tonight, Cap? Hope you and the crew are doing great. Also looking forward to see if you managed to get that character on the show. Man, we have reached out, and it would be awesome, actually, to sit down and talk with him. He hasn't gotten back to me yet, so I don't know. May not happen, but hopefully he does. We'll see. And Galactic Elf, Yohoho. He says, greetings from the big island of Hawaii. Aloha. Thanks for tuning in, man. Didn't I hear like there's more volcanic activity out there recently? Is it calmed down? Galactic Elf says, we need the skinny on your show. I know. I'm trying to make it happen, but it's really up to him at this point.
Well, maybe he's watching and maybe he hears people ask him.
Are we 100% sure that's the same guy or not somebody just claiming to be him?
So I talked with Agents, and Agents says that he has been able to confirm through Spectrum that is the same dude.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I trust that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point that that's the dude.
Cool.
Quantum drive is now off.
I sent Dradmer a friend request, but he never responded.
No. You know, he actually seems like, a pretty all-right dude based on the message he sent.
Yeah.
Which was kind of surprising, actually. Really, I was expecting the normal amount of, like, hate that we get.
Quantum drive.
Especially when he said that last part, he was having a blast. Like, what?
Right? Yeah, but it's also, like, really cool to hear that from some players, and it does happen sometimes, like maybe 1 out of every 50. We're like, that was pretty cool, y'all. Like, I'm glad you all found me, actually. But it is always refreshing to find somebody who's on the other side, but willing to engage in the gameplay in whatever way they're gonna engage.
What sucks is that the in-game voice sucks, and he didn't hear us, and we didn't hear him.
Yeah, he said that he barely heard us, and I didn't hear him at all. I don't know if he tried to communicate with Global. Like, I'll open
He said
it.
he was talking through the voice, but he's not chatting. On his comment, he said that he was trying to say that he was going to keep respawning and keep trying to kill us. But I didn't hear anything, and I was on the ship, and you didn't hear anything.
No, I didn't hear anything. Meat Honey says, I wonder if Vinny has considered piracy. You know what? It would be actually really cool if we could convert him over. If I do talk to him, I'll definitely make an attempt. Galactic Elf says, yes, 2 volcanoes at once. Ooh, damn. Hope everybody is okay out there.
Oh, you know what I just noticed? I don't have an invisible arm obscuring my mobiGlas icons.
Oh, yeah?
Remember we were just talking about that, Richard, the other day?
Yeah.
Is it gone for y'all, or is it just me?
My heavy armor still has an arm blocking it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just the heavy armor. Okay.
It's not all of the heavy armors, but definitely the one that you buy at Grim Hex does. Although if you just don't wear the arms, I think you'll be okay. And if you get the Second Life skin, you'll have a skull on your arm, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, the ADP Mark IV does it. The how do you say it? Morozov, I think. The one that looks like it's cloth, like it's made out of cloth, camouflage.
Yep.
It does it. What the hell else does it? Something else does it that I know for sure.
I think the Pembroke used to, but it's been a while since I've been wearing any of that.
That might be what I'm thinking of. I've been known to wear a Pembroke and a Novikov as a replacement for heavy armor.
Lafayette says, it is confusing to me that so many people get butthurt about piracy. I am not a pirate, but I understand your playstyle and respect it. If nothing else, you guys make for great bounties. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Right. And I guess it's more to do with the player versus player interaction. Like, bounty hunters that chase AI don't find it very challenging, where chasing another player quite challenging.
Yeah.
But you need that player to do something to get that bounty.
Salty Mike made a good point talking about this whole bed incident thing, that like CIG, instead of like slapping us on the wrist for doing that, should honestly be fucking thanking us for like providing this content. Like we're creating gameplay for the people we pirate, the people who want to hunt us, and now the people who want to salvage the wrecks after the fighting's done, right? Like us and people like us put something in the game that they are fucking probably at least 5 years away from being able to replicate with NPCs, and that's not even going to come close to the like experience that you would get dealing with actual players.
Right. Right.
But in reality, I don't think that they should ever spend time, energy, or money trying to replicate it with NPCs. The whole thing, it's supposed to be a sandbox game. It's supposed to be player-driven content. But that's the thing I don't like about Star Citizen's development is they spend too much time, I feel like, on content that isn't player-driven, on content that is AI-driven. When in reality, they should be spending that time making the player-driven content more possible and better and easier.
There's a double-edged sword in there. So they fucked up right off of the bat with their whole general principle of the game, in the sense that they gave us these grandiose ships with large crew count, and now they've got to do something about that. So they've got to come up with a reasonable AI to fill in a lot of those spots, because there's going to be a lot of people, just like the guy, his name's done slipped already, but the guy in the carrier, who's going to be wanting to just go out there and do their solo thing, and they're going to need AI crew members sitting in those turrets to protect them, because, they don't want to be bothered. They'd rather pay the bill and have asses in the seat than have to wait until all their friends got together to do something. And each to their own, but they've realized, I think they've realized that that's the case. That they know that there are going to be people who are going to get out there in their $2,500 Javelin and try and solo it. So they got to make something for them.
Do they though?
They don't though. Like,
yeah,
that's the thing,
I mean, they've already got their money.
Right, but they
like,
want to
they could focus on making it possible for someone to multi-crew it easily, rather than focus on someone being able to single player it and have AI interaction.
I mean, can you imagine having 70 different AIs on your ship alone, and you're one of 100 players, we'll say, in a server, right? The processing power for your ship alone is, I mean, it's going to be substantial, and it's going to add up for every one of, one player who's doing that in that server, right? I don't really know if that's sustainable, really, but
well,
who knows what technology we'll be able to do in 20 years.
Yeah, right. I also think that they're probably not going to have those, like, I think they're going to do something about the crew count. I think they're going to probably minimize that a bit too. I don't think you'll have an 80-man Javelin when it's all said and done with. I think they're probably regretting ever coming up with that kind of idea at this point.
Let's see. Galactic Elf says, any opinion on the Avenger 1 cheating thing? I missed that serious shitstorm drama. What's going on? I don't like the hate fest.
It's concerning. I just don't know how true it is, personally. Sure, if coming from him, it's got to have some kind of credibility, huh?
I will say that in my few years back playing Star Citizen pretty consistently, in the last year, I've seen no cheating. But a couple years ago, I did see some people no-clipping and flying through SPK. And, I mean, that's like, there's no way that's, not a hack, right?
Right.
And I've seen the same player was also using a speed hack. So, like, definitely seen some hacks in Star Citizen, but it's been such a rare occurrence. I've probably got thousands of hours at this point, and that was like 2 experiences.
I saw where he put out some sort of video. I didn't bother watching it.
if it's not nipped in the butt, sure, eventually it will be an issue when exponentially the players grow. So the people that are looking to get that advantage and cheat and willing to cheat for that advantage. I mean, that's the numbers, right? Right now, there's not many people playing the game. People that are playing are ones that have spent probably a shit ton of money into the game. They're not willing to lose their accounts over cheating at the moment. But once you get more people in,
Well,
I don't know. It could definitely become a problem. Whether or not it's a problem now is debatable.
Is the viewer referring to the cheating ring video he put out, or is he referring to the prior video where he called a couple of guys cheaters and it turned out they wasn't cheating?
Well, it's looking like the cheater ring video is actually him talking about it. It looks like he was probably right to begin with. That's basically what he's saying, and he offers at least some evidence of that. I only got to watch about half of the video. I need to finish it up.
Yeah, I know they had. I guess maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, something like that. He had got in a battle with a couple of guys in a Scorpio.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. And he's now saying that he started admitting that or thinking that maybe he was wrong. Maybe he falsely accused these people. But now he's saying that there's evidence to the contrary, that those people were probably actually cheating.
Interesting.
And he offers some evidence. And as I said, I haven't finished watching. I only watched about half of it. But
That's kind of weird.
You should watch it.
Yeah, because prior to that, he had said that CIG had contacted him and said that they weren't cheating. And they also said that they had clarification on the matter from CIG as well. So that's kind of interesting that he's
There's
going
a lot of names dropped.
Well, except for CIG names. You know, he named some people on Discord. He named some people in game. But then he says his CIG sources are anonymous, and so like, all right, well maybe, but also like, and I don't know if people are like trying to stream snipe Avenger 1 and like use hacks to beat him or something. It seems like kind of foolish, because like, you know, he's a popular streamer, so what are you gonna go hacking for unless you really just, you know, spent $45 just to do that, and then you bought your hack too. I don't know. I'll just go ahead and say it. It kind of feels a little bit like a manufactured drama to me, but
it does have a little of that feeling to it. It really does.
I was under the impression that it was some sort of tournament that he was partaking in. Is that not what the original video is about? Like,
from what I understood, it was two prospects. They wanted to join Avenger Squad. That was their words in the video. You know, in there.
Right. That was like about a month ago or something.
Yeah.
And then in the video that he just released, he mentioned them and said that he still didn't think that they were hacking, but if I'm getting it right, but there were some people earlier that day that he definitely did think were hacking. Whether or not there was a tournament involved, I don't really know.
Yeah. The impression I got was they were trying to get his attention. They wanted to join Avenger Squad, and that I don't know whether it was a tournament or whether like they were trying out for Avenger Squad, or whatever. However they do it, you know, over there they have some sort of system in place for their recruits. You know, whether you get in or not, showing you have the minimal skill level or whatever. I don't know. I just heard somebody mention it in a video. So
yeah, I was trying to listen to that hacking ring video on the way to work this morning, so my attention was a little bit divided. Maybe I'll just watch the whole thing over again just to.
Right.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll say like overall, I agree. Like, if hacking becomes super prevalent in Star Citizen, it's gonna fucking kill the game. Like, there's no doubt about that.
Right.
So they do need to have like anti-cheats, and I think that Star Citizen does have anti-cheats. I don't know how good they are.
It's easy anti-cheat.
Quantum drive is now off.
See, you
And
see
that's
that?
the other issue with open development with this long of a alpha stage is it gives them plenty of time to develop their cheats and hacks and to perfect them and to modify them. It's not like
And
it's not
learn
like
how
they
to
don't have all
use
the
them in
time in the
ways that isn't
world.
obvious.
Yeah. That's why if it doesn't get nipped in the bud, I think it will eventually be a problem, especially if the game does ever get to release. But the devs have to actually care, and whether or not they care, we can't speak for the devs or what they want to do.
Well, and we also don't know I mean, there could be a genuine reason that they're not as concerned as people might think they should be or whatever. You know, like if they know there's going to be a bunch of coding and a bunch of changes and things of that nature, you know, that are going to naturally fuck that up in the first place, you know, they might not be as worried about it now as they will be later on.
Yeah.
I don't think they're as worried about it now is because it's an alpha and they're still changing a lot of code.
Right.
Yo, what's up,
right.
Jeff?
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right. The relevant thing here is that it's alpha. It's changing all the time, except like slowly enough where people can like probably get in there and figure out ways to get around whatever they've got. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal right now. Like, it was very dramatic video and well put together, really. I mean,
Right.
he's got a great editor, or if he's a great editor, if he's doing it himself.
Yeah.
Quantum drive is now off.
It definitely had a flair of drama queen in there.
Are you talking about Avenger Ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quantum drive is now on.
Lafayette says the base code of the game seems to be changing, so any cheats now will fall later. Yeah, so like they would have to also be under like, you know, constant development to keep up with the changes in the game. I won't pretend to know how easy or hard that would be, but I'm sure people out there are capable of doing it.
I'm out, boys. Y'all have a good one.
All right,
See
you
you
too.
later, bud.
Even so, though, during this early stage is when a lot of people fall in love with the game and they make that decision on, based on their experience. They make a decision on whether they're going to spend money on ships. They still going to need to keep it under control, even in the alpha, if they want people to continue to buy ships.
Yeah.
Well, and you got like, all right, here's an example. Now, it might not be the best example. I think they're on a decline, but as far as player base goes at this point, but I mean, they're still pumping pretty hard. World of War Tank.
It has been around for a while.
Or World of Tank. But yeah, World of Tank. Yeah, it's been around for a really long time, and there's hacks for that. War Pack. You go in, you pay $10 or $15 a month, and you get mods and shit and all this stuff, and gives you the ability to do things that you shouldn't be able to do. And I've known guys that used it and they didn't even care. They'd get an account banned and they'd just open up another account, buy some more premium tanks.
Man, same way with PUBG and other games.
Yeah.
I mean, cheating is yeah, it's all
It's
over
always
the
been
place.
there. It's always going to be
Yeah.
here, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you just have to be constantly kind of fighting against it if you want your game to not be flooded with it.
Right,
And
right.
some of them do better than others.
And I can't. The thing with Star Citizen is that there's so much desync. There's so many glitches. you know, freeze framing and shit that goes on, and it's hard to tell. I don't know how anybody could go, yep, that son of a bitch is cheating. I mean, you got to be on top of every metric to be able to make a claim like that. I mean, because I sure as hell couldn't call it on the fly.
I was watching Marcus's stream a little bit earlier today, and he was showing some footage of him fighting a Corsair where he's landing like clear, obvious hits, right? And it's actually like really, actually kind of brilliant, right? Because I'm watching this and I'm like, yeah, man, I've been in that situation where I've been like definitely hitting a target, but it's not showing up on the screen, on the MFD, right?
Yeah.
And he lets that go for like 2-3 minutes, and then he's like, now watch this. Now we hit this nasty lag spike, and his shields just fucking drop. And I'm like, ha. Yeah, you're right. I mean, at least in this case, it's probably just the lag.
Right.
But, you know, who knows? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I think in the case of the clipping through the walls and flying through 10 times faster than you should be able to in, well, he was floating through the air, so he wasn't even really walking.
Yeah.
I think that one was a pretty clear case.
Right.
But yeah, man, the game's in such a rough state, really, that at high speed space combat, who knows, man? You never know how it's going to behave.
And there was I forget the guy's name. I don't watch him much, but he made an argument on this. He said, what you're talking about, you know, high speed flight combat. He's like, anything, and he referenced like the general cap that they want to put on our speed for the new flight model.
Yeah.
And he said, there's a reason they're going down to a certain speed. It's because everything up past that speed is so desynced and laggy that you have these major problems.
I've been saying that too for the last 6 months. Yeah.
Right, exactly. It makes total sense that's why they would do it. I mean, it will make for a better combat experience, I think, because flying 9 million miles a second, you know, and having to turn around on a dime isn't exactly glorious combat, but you know.
Nah, it's boring as hell. The high-speed combat, you know, jousting stuff has got to go. Little change of subject here. Lafayette says, "Holy hell, you guys spend more time looking for a mark than I do finding a good rock to mine." Well, welcome to watching Piracy gameplay from the other side of the fence.
Yep.
Yeah, this is not uncommon for us to spend an hour or more looking for a target, especially in like times like these when it's a battle.
Especially with the PTU, when people are waiting to play the game.
Yeah.
I think we might be a little better in live, but
you know, I don't know. The last time I was in live, it was completely dead too. It was the same thing. We spent like 2 hours. I think towards the end of
you're splitting the community, right?
Yes, but everybody, the servers are capped though, right? So no matter, you know, if you're in a server that's full, you're in a server that's full. It's just what people are doing, right? And so we're at the end of a patch cycle right now, and so a lot of people are like, well, fuck it, everything's getting wiped anyways. I'm just gonna, you know, explore or go check out sand caves, or, you know, a lot of times they come off their grinds because what's there to grind for, right?
Yep.
I think that's the main factor with what we're experiencing right now. That and in PTU right now, it's a battle to get off the planet.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yep.
Quantum drive is now on.
I could use an invite, Dirty.
All right.
And I think I'll take the ballistics off my defender.
Oh yeah? they're the thing to run here in PTU, right? Or did they nerf them back down?
Unless it's a fighter, I can't destroy a ship unless I have to. I run out of ammo before I destroy it.
I got you.
Yeah, ammo counts are real. That's how they got it. Everybody was worried about the penetration.
Yeah, unless I could run a
factor.
size 4, then I'm screwed.
Right.
Got you. I think that's as it should be, really.
Yep. Now the Inferno, that might be something serious. The Redeemer gunship with those size 5s. That might be some serious shit.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with the
bring,
size
right?
5s is they're more like a scatter gun. The bullets fly in different directions. They don't hold a tight pattern. The size 4, the 84Bs hold a much tighter pattern and do a lot more damage.
Wonder if it'd be worth going with gimbal then in order to get the size 4s rather than rocking size 5s.
Yeah, if you go with like 4 ADB4s on either Connie or a Corsair, and you gimbal them, they're nasty as hell. Even in live, my ADB4s on my Connie will just rip shit apart. But the problem with that is with a Connie or a Corsair, you can't keep up with who you're trying to fight.
Yeah.
Now on a Hornet, you could put an ADB4 on its back, put distortions on the rest of it and everything. You can tear shit up pretty easily. Hell, even a brain fart from hell. The Drake fighter, you can put an ADB4 on its back too.
The Buck.
Yeah, the Buccaneer. But then you're riding a glass cannon.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's really so bad. I mean, it just needs to be a little bit tougher. Like, maybe if they got rid of them 2 size 1 shield generators and gave it a size 2.
Yeah, but they don't have room to fit a size 2 on that boat.
I understand. I'm just like, thinking what could toughen it up and still, keep the general look and feel of it.
Right.
Because there ain't much to toughen up there. I mean,
The Buck? Nah, I think it's intentionally a glass cannon, right? It's a small frame with a ton of guns.
And it's cheap. That's why it's that way. It's supposed to be.
Don't say that about the Buccaneer. It's not my favorite Drake ship, but it's a Drake ship.
I'm gonna call it a night. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, I'm getting close myself, man. Have a good night. Actually, I think I'm gonna take a little break and come back and do a little bit more hunting here. But yeah, I'm getting close too. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, I want it to be good. I like the way it looks.
Is there a reason a Drake Corsair should be at Security Post Korea?
Either hunting a bounty, or he got the mission, or he's in there clearing his crime stat, or he's killing all the guards.
Well,
has it landed on a pad?
No, it looks to be below the station, but I'm still too far away to identify it for sure.
If it's below the station, it's hiding, so it's going to be one of those things to where he's probably going in there to clear his crime stat or something.
Yeah.
I got radar locked.
Yeah, by the station.
Yeah, it's not friendly anymore, Tan.
Oh, I just got trespassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to get out of there. Torps becoming your headway.
Yeah, Security Post Correa got atmosphere and got man. There's people patrolling the decks and everything. It's like a great big fucking space bunker.
Yeah, they're even patrolling the landing pads.
Yep. Kind of cool.
Yeah, you have to
Sometimes.
knock out the comm station to sneak in there.
Yeah, if you don't mind getting shot at, or you got a buddy that don't mind getting shot at, you can do like a high speed flyby and they can kick your ass out. Or you can still park up under the landing pads from what I saw in the video.
Yeah, but even if you don't have a
yourself.
crime stat, if you get killed, you go to jail. It's just
Right.
10 minutes, but you still go to jail.
Yeah. Which I want to go run it and just get some of that goddamn armor. The boss armor in there. Of course, not in PTU because it's just going to go away. But once it goes live in 6 months.
Was that 6 months or 6 years?
Well, I'm figuring 6 months for 318 to go live. They got to have time to sneak in 319 before the end of the year, you know what I mean?
So 319 would be a hot fix for 318.
There you go.
Oh, the server FPS has come up. Whole caps out at 16, drops down to 10, but it's a lot higher than it was.
And I love how CIG did the updates, or even came out there and announced it. When everybody was complaining about the about having one great big patch all year long, and they tried to justify it and say, "Well, this one was really another update." So from now on, we're just going to change the number every time. It's like, it's kind of reminiscent of, hey, we're tired of hearing y'all bitch about the roadmap and us not doing what we said we'd do. So we're not going to show you the roadmap.
Whatever creams your Twinkie.
Right? It's like, fuck. Yeah, y'all do know y'all don't have to announce that, right? Y'all can just do it and we wouldn't never know.
So Galactic Elf says, cruising through space, looking for a target is great. I live in a tent in the jungle in Hawaii, watching on my cell phone. This is fun as hell. Well, that sounds like an interesting lifestyle, man. It's probably, honestly, a bit more exciting than mine, but I'm glad you are having fun watching the stream, man. Thanks for tuning in. And also, there's a white marker out here by this wreck, y'all. It might be something. We'll see.
Yeah, I just got out of jail. I'm heading back to Microtech to switch ships.
Yes, indeed. It's a reclaimer. We've got some legitimate salvage here. I'm gonna scan if there's anybody on board. Finally, something. Let's see.
Do we have a salvage ship ready?
Where do I need to go?
Her L1.
Perfect.
En route.
Yeah. We're me and Danfield are out in our vulture scouting, but
I'll grab a reclaimer.
yeah.
It's moving.
Keep an eye on it.
Yep, I think he's just repositioning.
Yeah, they're
Because
probably
we can
out
take
there.
his cargo too.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a good scan here. Not sure how many are on board. How many do we have coming out here?
One.
Richard's on the way.
So
Two.
2, 3.
Yeah, Drax's gonna bring the reclaimer when he gets landed.
All right.
I only have my Titan, which has sucker punches, but I'm on the way with it.
Can we punch the door open on that fucker?
We can definitely shoot it open. You could probably, I mean, I don't know. Applying damage to it will knock it down. I'm not sure if punching it will be effective or not.
Well, I know you can do it to some ships. I don't know that it would
Your
matter.
airlock doors would be your best try.
Yeah. Okay. So do we want to try and board and take it?
Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely try a boarding operation here. I will make sure that he cannot jump out. It depends. If he's in seat, it looks like he's gone empty seat here again. It's a little bit hard to tell if that's a white or blue pip. So if he's just soloing this thing, we're just gonna board it while he's out of seat. And I think we go in as a small team, 2 or 3 of us.
Yep.
I mean, we could try and soft death it, but it's close enough to the station that we need to bring a lot of firepower to drop it quickly, I think.
Right.
And we pick up crime stats quicker that way, I think.
Yeah.
Which probably won't make much difference out here, but the cops might show up, so.
Well,
They might crash into us and kill us.
Yeah, if we board it and shoot him or get a ransom out of him or whatever, it's at least that's only one crime stat instead of everybody getting a crime stat for doing damage to it. Easier to manage.
Yeah, and I mean, I definitely don't mind taking the hit on that crime stat. I'm sure it will be wiped by the time I'm back from my next play session.
Right.
Lafayette says, never ran a Mantis. Is the SIG low in that thing? Everything kind of has pretty low signature unless you're flying a really big boat with the way things are working currently. If you want it to be really stealthy, you just drop the shields and or the weapons, and you'll be difficult to see until you are, 4 kilometers out. I might start to be concerned about getting picked up by radar at that point. But
in the beginning, the Mantis was considered a stealth ship.
Yeah, I didn't know that actually, but it is very capable, especially if you outfit it. But I honestly recommend running military hardware on it, just so that you don't have to worry about overheats or anything like that. Because most of the time, really, look at this guy. He's got no clue I'm sitting out here. I'm full weapons, full shields. I'm running my quantum dampener. My signature couldn't be any higher unless I was spooling up my quantum drive right now. I'm going to sit out here for the next 5 to 10 minutes while the crew shows up, and more than likely he's going to have no idea. And this is the common occurrence most of the time. So, you know, the biggest tip that like I could probably give to people who don't want to get pirated is work on your situational awareness. And right now, this guy's got 0. He's not even capable of really being situationally aware in that turret gunner seat.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people I snuck up on with something as big as a carrot.
Fuck, man. There was a rock miner that we found one time. I landed a reclaimer on top of his cutlass, and he still didn't know I was there until I started shooting at him. Like,
Right.
That's how bad it can be.
Here's the trick. See, a lot of people will land and they'll take their rock miner and they'll go out and they'll go straight to the rock and start mining with the ship behind them. When I used to rock mine, I always mined facing my ship so I can see anything happening, and always close the doors.
Amen.
Now,
Always close doors.
if I was running a crime stat right now and like flying red, as soon as his sensors pick me up, it'll say, you know, whatever. New target. Yeah. So sometimes,
or contact.
You know, contacts, right? Sometimes they might even miss that. But you know, that's a pretty good argument for running blue most of the time as a pirate. Although, you know, to each their own. But that's generally how we tend to operate. How far out are y'all? Getting close?
I'm on Microtech fixing to spawn the reclaimer.
About 100K out.
Okay.
Same, about 100.
Perfect.
Yeah, so how about this opinion, Bill? A streamer I was watching had the opinion of piracy, or was telling their audience that what people don't understand about piracy is that it's not going to be PvE. It's going to be PvE because you're not going to be able to find that many targets for players. We're going to be attacking all AI.
So, you want my opinion on it, or did you want to?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of an absurd opinion myself.
I'll try and make it quick while y'all are arriving. Yeah, so it's supposed to be what, like 10 NPCs for every 1 player.
Right.
So yeah, probably we will be seeing more NPC traffic than we see player traffic, but like nothing says we have to attack them, right? And players are still going to have the same kind of behaviors of wanting to maximize their profits and make the most efficient routes, right? Most players, not all.
Right, exactly.
But honestly, the ones we're wanting to hunt most are going to be those players, right? Because they're hauling the best goods. And they're still going to gravitate towards the same, probably few locations, unless those locations are really, really spread out. Now, that's up to CIG as a design decision. Maybe they go that route, but currently they seem to be trending in the opposite direction. But we'll see.
Have I showed up on your pip yet?
Yes, I just picked you up maybe 5 seconds ago.
Fuck. Yeah, it's definitely like 10K. Like I can't get my middle cross section to be not 10K.
So yeah, they tried to use the excuse that another excuse, at least for this argument, was which I also don't buy into, was crime stats. Oh well, you're gonna have to deal with these crime stats and with real players, and I couldn't figure out why that you wouldn't get a crime stat from attacking an AI, but we just go out of comms range and do our dirt out here in the void most of the time, and trap players out of comms range. So there's nothing there. But their argument's like, oh, well, y'all are forgetting about regeneration. I'm like, okay, but what about it? I mean, if we're going to make the argument that you can regenerate in the future and come back and make a police report, then I'm going to make the argument that where's the fucking proof?
Yeah, honestly, I think probably they should be allowed to, like, push the button and give us a crime stat for. So now I just picked up
I
the crime
get a
stat.
red mark. I got a red mark from someone. Oh, it's an NPC.
It's an NPC. Can we kill them really quick before our prey starts to get spooked? Please, I'm gonna keep an eye on
I'm trying
prey.
to pull them towards the station. I don't have lethals. I have non-lethals.
Okay, let me see where you at.
Well, take a few shots at him and run away. That way he'll chase you. Till someone gets there.
That's you, Wiggy?
Yeah, someone just got me, yeah.
Coming your way. I do have lethals, but I'm in a cutter, or I mean a vulture. It ain't much.
You could always try to shut him down.
Yeah, just hit him with the distortions and he'll be easy prey. A missile or two will do
Yeah,
him.
shut him down so that way when the vulture shows up, he can kill him without getting himself killed. Because that vulture fights like a wet dog.
All right.
I heard
Nice
something
shot.
blow up. Was that you? Was that one of you guys?
No.
Yes, probably. Yeah, Richard's there. Tan's coming in.
I heard something blow up, so he's gone.
Oh, that's the white dot. He's soft death.
All right. Let's refocus on the reclaimer. I think our boarding crew is here.
Copy.
He looks like he's finishing up on this side, so let's try and move in around behind him because he's probably going to go for the seat and reposition. And once he does that, that's when we're going to strike.
So, should we stand back for a bit until he repositions, or?
Yeah. Yes, that's probably a good idea. If you want to be behind me, we're going to probably rotate around this thing here in a few minutes.
Copy. I'll go like 5-6K out.
Would he maybe also... He would have to run between the turret and the cargo deck, right? To move that
Yeah.
box?
If he's solo, then yeah, he would.
Oh, man.
Maybe we should just go for it.
I kind of want to.
Go for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright,
Fuck
coming
yeah.
back in.
Been waiting here for a while already. Now be a good time to make sure that you have a gun equipped and it has bullets in it.
I don't have anything that can breach, but I have a gun that will kill him.
Alright. Hopping out.
Okay, let's stack up at the airlock. I can hear a tractor beam inside, I think.
Oh, he's moving box.
Yeah. Yep. Can I see in there too? Is this a window?
Probably.
Nah, it doesn't show that deck.
Okay. I'm ready. If you want, I'll try and punch my way through.
Are you with me? Where you at?
Yeah.
You at the airlock?
Yeah, I'm right here at the airlock.
I don't see you.
Yeah, yep. We're all here.
Okay.
3 of us.
Yeah, give it a few punches, see what happens.
All right. Let me see. Why is it not giving? Oh, I'll bet you because I'm in. I bet it won't work. I think we're gonna have to.
All right, fuck it. Here we go.
Yeah.
Nice. That was quick.
His name is Cope. All right, let's find him and kill him. He'll be what, down 1 deck?
Yep.
Yep.
Do we just take the ladder or elevator? I think. Is the elevator
We have to go to the
plugged
back,
out?
I think. The elevator is in the back towards where I'm heading. Big
This
elevator.
is the elevator for the cargo elevator right here.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yep. You're gonna. We can't operate it from here.
Whoa, what's happening out there?
Somebody just rammed Richard's ship and destroyed themselves.
NPC
Okay.
possibly?
Anvil Hawk.
Might have been an NPC. Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
All right, ship SARS. Let's get it to deep space.
Yep. Yep.
Did you take him out?
He did.
Anvil Hawk.
Did we check comms
All right.
yet?
No, I haven't yet. You want to give it a check?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I'm 28 million out from you.
Okay, we're gonna take it
right.
a little ways out into deep space.
Comms clear. Just,
I'm hearing some noise like a tractor beam still.
That's me. I'm just outside the ship.
Copy.
All right, getting ready to get us out of here. I'm at the
Affirmative.
bridge.
Make sure everybody's on board that's going to be on board.
Tanner, you coming on board?
No.
Okay.
I'll follow as necessary.
Anybody waiting to get on board?
Negative, but
All right, all aboard
right,
that's
we're
coming
good.
aboard. Here we go.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
I switched out and put a Pontus on this thing so I could actually go through space at a decent speed. The thing comes with a comma, which is the slowest quantum drive on in the galaxy.
I did get a crime stat from that.
Same. Got the homicide.
Yep, I got a triple stat.
Really? We all got.
Yep.
Interesting. So did you all
got
get
it as soon
homicide
as you
too,
boarded.
or
I got grievous harm.
grievous harm?
Quantum travel initiated.
I injured one of my legs lifting off.
God damn it. Just when we thought the night was going to be a bust.
Right? You know, it always works out like that. Just when it's like, okay, I'm about done with this fucking flying around for hours bullshit. That's when it happens.
Quantum travel complete.
All right, we are sitting out here in dead space.
All right, I just dropped out of quantum and recalibrating on you.
How's everybody on the juice boxes?
Yeah, juice boxes and tractor beams. Do we have them?
Yep.
I actually probably could use a drink.
I crashed.
I got a few.
I think I've got a whole bunch of them on me. I'll set them on the mess table.
Word, thank you. So, how much RMC has he got on there? Good haul?
I wasn't able to get into the cargo area. The elevator wasn't working for me.
We need to go do the workaround thing. Should I stay in the fridge?
Probably.
I'll give it a try real quick.
Yeah, the elevator's fucked on these ships.
I'm hoping I can spawn back in where I crashed out at.
Yeah, it's totally fucked. The console's black.
Yep, that's what I was seeing as well. No options at all.
Okay, in that situation, he'll just have to do an open all doors.
Alright, well, I'm on the elevator if you wanna.
That's going to put you outside if the elevator goes down.
Alright, well, how are we gonna get to the cargo then?
Well, there's a little trick to it. You have to EVA out the side airlock and go around to the butt of the ship, and where the vertical part of the back of the ship goes toward the slanted part of the bottom, there's a door there that he can open, and you have to come in at about a 45-degree angle with full speed, and you jump in there.
Gotcha.
And then he closes the door, and then you stand on the door, and then he opens it back up again, and it acts like an elevator and puts you on the cargo deck or the salvage deck.
Right.
I am encapped inside the reclaimer though. With the. Just kidding. It respawned me. We're good. Not sure what happened there, but I'll take it.
I'm just coming in slow.
I cleared the rest of the ship. We are definitely good to go.
Awesome. Nice work, everybody. That was easy pickings, really. Soloing a 5-man ship. Yeah, it's not going to end well for you.
Right.
I'm going to butt up to the back of it just in case there is cargo on there.
Hey, you want? Yeah, I think that door's broke right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hold your position.
All right. Can you open all doors?
Yep. 1 moment. Does it still drift if you turn off the engines?
Yes. Leave the engines on. Just open all doors.
Engines on.
Where is that?
If you don't have a key bound, I don't know if there's a button.
Ah, here we go. Open exterior?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I missed the first jump. Let me try that again.
Okay, I see where you're talking about.
Yeah, you're going in the bunghole. The bunghole of the giant bee.
Just use the tractor beam. Works great.
All right. If you can close doors and then be ready to open them back up.
He's got cargo there.
Closing?
Just toss him down the. You'll have to close him again, and just
Go
toss
ahead
him
and
down
open.
below.
Open all doors.
Opening. Lafayette says, "Wow, y'all really take the hard route of earning a UEC, LOL." Yeah. They don't say this is the hardest profession in the game for nothing. Yeah. Although actually, it's been made since
16.
16 boxes.
16 boxes.
That's not too bad. we can salvage this thing for, I don't know, what, about $1 million?
Okay, go ahead and close all doors and throw all the 16 boxes down to the lower level.
Yep.
Closing. Galactic Elf says technical difficulties. And bunghole of the giant bee. Damn, I'm laughing now. Yeah, I mean, currently elevators are dangerous, or they just don't work at all. And the Reclaimer is a prime example of that problem. So we have to do some really, I don't know, kind of ingenious. Whoever thought of that method of getting in there?
That was me.
Well done.
Okay, after all the boxes are down and they're on the lower deck, open all doors and they'll find my ship. Well, we're just sitting butt to butt.
Yep, we're getting them all over to the right area first, and we have to actually drop them down. It's going to be a second.
Tan, if you want to start salvage operations, go ahead. I'll drop the shields.
I can't start yet till we load the transfer the cargo onto this ship.
Got you. I think Tan's here in a vulture.
Standing by.
All right, you should be good to... I lied, don't do anything yet. We got to go down there and actually move them off the...
Yep.
I'm heading to the lower salvage area, so when you toss them in, I can start stacking them over.
Word. Galactic Elf says, gotta go. Great score, guys. Well, not great, but it was fun to watch. Actually, this is a pretty good haul. We'll be able to salvage this thing for quite a bit of AUEC.
About $1 million.
Please.
Yeah. Are we ready for doors, or?
Yep, yeah, open them all.
Oh, okay,
whenever you get a
sorry, I
chance.
misunderstood. There you go.
All right, I'm in the lower hold.
Nice, okay. Good lineup, maybe? I'm trying to visually see where we were trying to put it. Oh, okay. Okay.
Lafayette says, I measure this against what I do, and all I can say is respect. I'll still shoot you if I see you in the verse, parentheses, but respect.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for
yes,
it.
please do. We would appreciate the content. Eduardo says, is that how reclaimers are made? LOL, good score. Yes, this is how reclaimers are brought into the verse. You are watching, you're watching it happen right now.
It's so funny, the fucking gravity, like, because you have the ship upside down, I'm putting it in and then letting it drop, and it's coming back towards me. It's fucking trippy.
Yeah, someone will have to come in there and stack them.
Which ship do you need me to stack?
The one that Draxon is the one that we're putting it into.
Yeah.
Permission to come aboard, Drek?
Granted.
Oh. Try not to get injured.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid hitting you.
No, I gotta find a door.
Yeah, probably use a door. I'm watching this now, and your character is just like spazzing out.
All right.
Also, there's a box
One-
just floating there.
Yeah, we missed one box floating. I have to pick that one up, but
I think that may be a second one that just went loose.
Just
yeah.
stick it in between the two doors and one of us will grab it. That all of them?
I
Yeah.
thought there was one floating that we missed, but I don't
I
have eyes
think
on where it
I
went.
think it got
I
grabbed.
grabbed 2 of them that had gone in
Okay.
between.
Okay, cool.
Do I still need to come aboard, Drac?
Yeah. We're going to need people on board to salvage this thing. Everybody, since he's done there, everybody could just switch ships and come on board this one. We're going to strip it.
Oh shit, I hit Richard.
Yeah. So,
And of course, my elevator's stuck. There we go. Hell of a delay. Just had to keep clicking on it.
So there's no cargo grid on the below deck.
No,
Do I just
no.
leave these low, leave these loose, and just?
I'm just kind of moving them back here to get them out of the way in case we got to drop more.
Okay. I don't know if we're going to be using the full salvage deck for the salvage we get from the Earthlamer or not.
Don't take the elevator down just yet. Wait till everybody's on board. Elevators, that big particular elevator gets really wonky, and I can't speak English tonight. I'm going to set some water on the, let me see if I have it first. Yeah, I'm going to set some water on the mess deck.
Everybody okay?
Yeah, I'm just getting some screenshots trying to get the blood splash.
Ah.
Yeah, I got 16 waters on me.
All right, who's doing what? Do you need me in a laser, or do you need me in the salvage bay?
We definitely need to get 2 lasers going. That's for sure.
I'll grab a mining laser.
All right. I don't mind tossing boxes. So.
All right. Tanbo, do you want to grab the other laser?
Yeah.
Or do you want to? Okay. I'll set security on the turret then.
Okay, there's 4 waters on the mess deck.
You know, actually, if you would rather do the salvage beam, I will sit security on the turret.
I was going to do it so I could do work at the same time.
Go for it, dude.
Yeah, go to the size 5 turret on top.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing.
What do you do?
All right.
Basically QA, just testing, quality assurance.
Nice. Are you able to talk about what game? Oh, systems.
No, it's a corporation. It's not a game company. That'd be a dream job though if I can get into a game company. But the gaming industry with QA testers is really weird because of the whole early access push that people are doing, and the fact that a lot of QA is contract based per
Who's
game.
floating around outside the ship?
That's me.
Okay, be careful because I'm fixing to move.
Okay. Go for it.
You could basically get a contract with a good game for 6 months and be QA for it, and then it releases, and then you're jobless for however long until you find a new contract.
Yep.
So it's a really bad position to do in the game industry, unfortunately.
Drake, we're probably at some point going to have to get you to do another open all.
Okay.
Yeah, the elevator down here is busted, so
Since I'm going up to handle boxes, I'll stand up here. You may want to go through the bottom.
that's true. Yeah, I'll go on the side and up that way.
Yeah.
All right. Manning laser on starboard side.
I'm gonna just take another quick break while you are repositioning here, and I'll be back to help with the salvage op.
Okay, I'm on the belly of the ship here, so do what you can do. Do you need all doors open now?
Yep.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, shit. Okay. Well.
Did you fall out?
Good.
Oh, yeah. I fell right through the elevator.
Oh, you got to stand at the very back of it, because when it moves, or stand toward the front of it, I think, because it moves at an angle.
All right.
Starting salvage operation.
Okay, do me a favor and close it, and we'll try that again. All right, moving to the back. All right.
I think it's the back.
I made it. All right,
Okay.
we're good. You can close it up.
We'll just fill the cargo grid first.
Filler station ejecting.
Did today's patch get pushed out?
I didn't see a patch when I logged in. The only thing I saw was a new launcher.
Yeah, I saw.
And I just crashed the desktop.
Affirmative.
They said that it was looking to be later than normal, and it is still showing as not canceled, so.
Yeah, I'm jumping back in the game. Hopefully I'll still be in the pilot seat.
A few of us do have crime stats, so I'm definitely expecting some bounty hunters to come.
Well, it'd be kind of hard for them to get to us.
That's true.
They don't know where you are. There's no comms.
I got someone pulling boxes, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
I really am curious who was it in the ship that rammed Richard's ship?
Okay,
Who
I'm
just
back in.
decided to show up and do that?
Might have been the owner. Who knows?
Male, black hair, Caucasian skin. Didn't get his name because he was a corpse. Drac, are you on board?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because the ship moved. I wanted to make sure that was because.
Yeah, I just rolled it back. I just rolled it to the right a little bit, so that way all I have to do is side strafe.
Color by numbers. If it's blue, it's good.
Thing about this 2D radar is I've got a blip for everybody that's on board too.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's gonna be hard for me to actually call out if someone shows up.
Well, they'll show up as either blue or red. If they're white, that means they're a cop, and that's UEE. But they usually show up as blue too now. Is Dirty outside the ship?
Coming back, yeah. You keeping an eye out? Mic check?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, good eyes. I'm coming back.
Your guys' server is dying slowly. You got 40 people on it.
Oh, really?
That might have
Well.
explained why it was so hard to find somebody. It was 80 last time I checked, yeah.
Let's hope it stays intact long enough for us to get this done, right? Salvage our prize.
I'm going to step out of the pilot seat for a minute. AFK for just a moment.
Anybody notice their bounty marker turn red?
No.
Negative.
Yeah, we should be fine. Probably not many people are going through the bounty hunter rep to even get the ability to track us.
Probably not.
Oh, is that what it takes? Once you're high enough bounty level, you can track outside of comm range.
Well, you can track players once you've built up a certain amount of rep. I believe is the way it works. It's been a while. It's been a long time, actually, since I've done it.
I'd stop the harvesting if you wanted me to check, but I don't think I will.
Nah, not worth it. If they do pick us up, our markers will turn from that salmon color to a nice red. So it's good to check it every once in a while just to be aware.
Right.
While you were gone, I don't know if it was Jack or Ward Up, one of them made the point that outside of comm range they wouldn't be able to track where we're at or find us. So they would
Probably
have our
not.
bounty, but wouldn't be able to locate us.
A smart bounty hunter, maybe, they may be able to pick up our last known location and piece together, oh, they must have jumped from here. But then the odds of them like dropping out where we're at are like slim to none. So yeah, we're pretty safe out here. Now, if we had a snare going, yeah, at that point, yeah, they might be able to track us. We should probably dogleg, but we don't, so we're good.
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green.
Okay, I'm back. I just had to go empty the coffee pot.
Hear that?
Back. Lafayette says finding you guys out there is like y'all finding me in the belt. Very unlikely. Yeah, that's accurate. Actually, still is ongoing, but was running a competition to do a ship giveaway to any pirate that managed to find a target in the belt. The only time I successfully did it was when someone. I think they partied up with me. Yeah, that must have been it. They partied up with me and basically gave me their location, and I just worked straight to them, but I don't really count that. Eduardo says, who said pirating can't be zen? So relaxing. Yup.
Well, there's tons of downtime.
Yeah.
What people don't realize.
If we had more players on right now, we would probably divide them at this point and put about 5 here on this and have the rest go hunting for the next target, but we're running a little bit lean tonight, so we're all pitching in here on the salvaging effort.
Yeah, Dirty, I'll leave it to you. Get everybody's names. I'll send the money to you, and you can do the split.
Got you. I probably won't be back on until Saturday. So if I still have those funds, actually, it doesn't really matter. I'll send whatever when I come back.
I'll make it easy. I don't want any. It's PTU.
Yeah. Does anybody really care at this point?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just do it to get the experience of it, see how much we make on a load.
Yep.
Of a particular vehicle, testing purpose. I don't.
And it excites you all at the same time.
It's the experience, right?
Yep.
That 30 seconds of action, and now we're back to taking it easy here. We're having a zen moment. But that really is, that's the pirate life. You spend 90% of your time hunting. Maybe 5% of your gameplay is action-oriented in one way or another. And then the rest is cleaning up afterwards.
Hey, it's like life of a trucker in real life. It's 10% driving and 90% paperwork.
Right.
Yeah, well, speaking of paperwork, we still have not had any volunteers for our accountant position, or treasurer position, I should say. So if anybody out there is interested in that one, let me know. It's gonna be more and more important as we get into 318 proper.
Yeah.
Commander Auburn says, I mean, is this really pirating? The sealing of the ship, yeah, but what I'd like to see is that there's more an impact to the other player in the form of insurance rebuy costs. I mean, as for your question, yeah, this is definitely pirating. We stole the ship, we stole the cargo, and now we're extracting whatever profit we can out of it.
And as for the insurance cost, it's low right now because it's alpha. They did say it's going to go up quite a bit. So it's going to be more of an impact on the player if their ship gets stolen or destroyed or something like that in the future. Also, at the same time, unless you have LTI insurance, where most people don't have LTI on all their ships, you got to rebuy that policy every so often. So it's going to be expensive.
I've got filler station obstructed. Am I clear down there? Or?
You are clear, but it might be clogged. I'll just manually eject. There you go.
Thank you.
That should take care of it. Yeah, you keep in mind you got time as well. A lot of people forget that they're going to raise the time limit that it takes to reclaim a vessel.
They tried that.
That is correct.
Do you remember when they tried that? Like, I don't know, maybe a year ago now? And everybody fucking lost their shit except, like, the pirates. We're like, okay, now people might actually think about paying us. And then a week later, they reverted back to 90% of what they had originally, except the Mantis stayed 5 minutes for some reason.
Yeah. Well,
I was like, what the fuck, BIG? Fuck you too.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that was a test thing and everything, and they are going to extend the time limits before this goes live.
Yes.
So it's going to be a lot of time. For instance, the power plant on this ship is a size 4, and since it's integrated into the ship, if I wanted to upgrade the power plant, I would probably lose my ship for a week while it's sitting dry dock and they upgraded it.
Oh, that's actually interesting. I hadn't really even thought about that. But I like that, I think. It makes it feel a little bit more like
more
meaningful, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. It should cost. I mean, and I own a capital ship, and I still think it should cost me that time. You know, it should be. What the hell's the point of killing the capital ship if you can, you know, have one out there in an hour again? You know, the battle might not even be over, and you gotta face the same capital ship down again.
Right, and at the same time, if you notice when you buy a ship in game, or even from the store or whatever, it comes with the bare minimum power supply to run what it has, the bare minimum coolers, blah 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 blah.
Right.
So it needs upgrading. If it's a capital ship and you've got size 4 components, to upgrade those components, you've got to go into dry dock, and it takes a long time to upgrade your ship, and it's very expensive. So I already know when my Idris or my Javelin comes out and stuff like that, first thing I've got to do with that ship is it goes straight from purchase to dry dock.
Right. And I'm gonna be looking at the same thing. I got a Polaris, and after the new announcement, you know, it's gonna have all capital ship components in it. So it's gonna matter.
Well, look at the 890. It's almost all capital components. And to do any kind of upgrade with the quantum drive or anything, it's got to go into dry dock.
Right.
Fly Auburn says, there's no impact for the other player as far as the ship, though, right now. So might as well move on to the next hit. Well, I mean, for us at this point, like, all right, in all realness, we're in PTU right now. None of us give a fuck about the money. This is all just about really the experience of doing it, seeing how long we can, you know, seeing how quickly we can get this done, how much money we're going to make for doing this, right? We're just trying to figure out that kind of stuff right now. It's really not about, you know, causing the other player, at least for me currently right now, about, you know, how much can I, like, you know, hit this other player's wallet for. Like, the fact that other people lose shit when we steal from them, I mean, yeah, it definitely does add to the excitement. I'm not gonna lie, but, like, I don't know. I'm not, like, out here to, like, burn them as hard and bad as I could, right? I mean, if I wanted to, I could probably find a way to send them to jail on top of fucking stealing from them, honestly, in most situations, right? But, like, I don't do that because what's the point, really, you know?
Well, and that's not part of the piracy.
Yeah.
We're the criminals, they're not. We take, they lose, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
And the point of piracy is, just like any part of organized crime, is even in real life, organized crime won't do anything to anybody unless they can make a profit, and that's how it works.
Right.
Now, like, you know, we don't have any beefs or anything against any one particular org, but, like, you know, the game's not really even in a place for that sort of thing to really matter that much, but, like, certainly for some people, they might be, you know, looking for, like, how much can we hurt this other org? And that might involve some piracy. So I can kind of see where you're going with that, I think, but I think we're a ways away from that really mattering.
Yeah, as a pirate, I think it would. Ultimately, it's going to be our bottom end we're worried about. So, if we're going to be out there to actually, like Dirty was saying, in the instance of other orgs, inflict damage to them, then it's got to be because they're in our territory taking our loot or something, you know.
Yeah.
And they're directly attacking us and causing us issues to get paid. Or maybe some industrial org hired us out to go harass the supply lines of another org, but once again, definitely not in that state of gameplay yet.
No, and, you know, on that subject, I have been approached by some people about that sort of thing, and I, at least for now, definitely don't really see, like, there's no point in it, right? It's all, like, kind of fantasy, roleplay kind of stuff. But, like,
yeah.
In the future, certain groups will definitely be doing what I would consider to be privateering at that point. I want to keep Chaos Squad as a, you know, unaffiliated org, and just kind of roll independent and kind of between the battle lines that I'm sure will form.
Right, we're not
mercenaries. Yeah.
Right, we're not mercenaries. We're pirates.
Right.
Nothing against people who want to do that. I don't know. It's not quite what I have in mind when I think about what I would like Chaos Squad to be. But it may be that in the end, that's how Chaos Squad must go on to survive. We'll see. But yeah, we're a ways away from that.
Yeah.
Josh Decker says, do you lose that material if the fillage station is obstructed? I think that is the case, right? If I keep on going when it's obstructed, it just kind of like disappears, right?
I'm not sure on this. I haven't really done that much salvaging.
Yeah, you do lose it. And also, for as long as it takes the box to push out when it is working, you know how it flashes yellow and it's pushing the box out, and then you can start filling up another box. Well, the time between it flashing yellow and pushing that box out and you starting to fill up another box, stop, because it's not going anywhere.
Got it. Thank you. And yeah, what's up, dude? Welcome to the show.
Who joined?
Oh, I think you must have when I was on break or something.
Oh, yeah, no, I've been here a minute. I've just been quiet.
Fly Auburn asks, will the upgrades add to the total insurance cost as they should? I believe that's the intention. Or
Yes.
that they will disappear and you'll have to, like, replace them depending on your level of insurance.
From what I understand, even ships that are LTI insured, that is strictly the hull insurance. Whatever that ship comes with by default, that's what you'll be getting back. All upgrades would be lost.
And I hope that they add into the game as a money sink, a premium plus insurance that you can get on top of the LTI for your components and shit.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I
it's
think
gonna be so fucking annoying having to refit.
Especially a capital ship.
I do believe that that's the plan. It's been a long time since I've heard them talk about it.
Well,
I've
and they
seen
change
a
their
video.
minds they change their minds 3 or 4 times a day anyway. So
Right.
I just don't want to be playing loadout citizen, all the time. In fact, there's already enough minor, tedious tasks that I don't really want to do. I don't need more on top of it.
And for size 3 components and down, if you want to load your ship up, you have to do it in the hangar manually. That's with these hangars, these persistent hangars that we own are going to come in.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. When back a couple of years ago, when we used to when we could log into our hangar and everything, that hangar will be at these stations.
And that's fine.
So,
I don't mind that either.
Right. So you'll be sitting there with your little tractor beam, grabbing your component and stick it in the slot.
We'll just get the prospects to do that stuff, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
Hey, you, Junior, get over here.
Fucking give me the money sinks. I will pay the money sinks. Fucking NPC number 40, come over and load my ship. Here's $100,000.
Well, and hopefully I'll make enough money where I can just go over to Cousin Crow's and say, here, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Lafayette says, I really hope piracy gets more fleshed out. It would make more sense for pirate hunters to exist versus just being mercenaries or bounty hunters. Just saying a pirate hunter can't hunt unless there are pirates. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, bounty hunters are going after either pirates or just like PvP players, right? Who are running red. So bounty hunter basically is, I mean, honestly, that's what the old pirate hunters were called most of the time, were bounty hunters. But, they're synonymous, really, what I'm trying to get at.
Your server is down to 32 players.
Cool. We gotta salvage this thing quick.
Right.
Actually, it might be better for us the less people are on it. Maybe more stable, who knows.
Checking Spectrum, still no sign of the patch.
Fly Auburn says, I came from Elite. In that sim, when you start to run out of money and can't pay for insurance rebuy, you have to start selling off premium components or risk losing the ship entirely. Well, for Star Citizen, like, if you paid money for that ship, you'll have at least some kind of insurance. It might be lifetime, it might just be a few months. And this is when it, is finished, quote unquote, right? So we're a long ways from that stuff being realistic, but yeah, I believe the plan is for, you will have to pay an insurance policy of some amount to make sure that your ship doesn't disappear. At least that's what they've been saying. Now, whether or not they backtrack on that due to the very large contingency of anti-PvP players, shall we say, we'll see. But, based on what they're saying, death of the spaceman, and, I feel like they kind of have to back that up, right? If they're selling lifetime insurance. If they don't follow through on that, then that's, kind of a big problem for them, right?
Well, it's false advertisement, breach of contract, and a dozen different things.
Yeah, right? That's get sued kind of shit.
Right. even if you have like, let's say, how the hell with it, an Aurora, you know, you got an Aurora that you bought in game for whatever reason. Maybe you liked it. I don't know. But you got one, and you bought it with credits. You know, you can lose that for sure. But if you bought it with cash, then you've got like maybe 6 months insurance on it. And the way it's supposed to work is at the end of that insurance, you have the option to keep paying insurance or not have insurance. And if you don't have insurance and you lose it, then you're essentially paying a much larger fee. I don't think that they're going to pin you for the full price of an Aurora because you paid for it with cash, but you'll pay a premium to get it back without insurance.
It's the reason why all my ships have LTI, every one of them.
No,
Yep.
I imagine that they will, like, you have your starter ship or whatever, like, you know, you're not going to, like, die out of being able to play the game, right? I don't think they would go in that direction. The modern gaming audience wouldn't stand for it, right?
Right.
It's not EverQuest anymore, or Ultima Online, where that sort of thing is, like, you know, if you fuck up enough, like, you just have to start completely over.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if Star Citizen quite gets to that point.
Well, yeah, because the thing is now they've already said that if you get the game, you don't have to have any ships. You can play without ships.
Yeah.
So,
True.
you know, it's just one of those things where you may have to work on somebody else's ship and get paid before you can rebuy your ship.
Right. Well, yeah, and yeah, you just have to pay your credits to, you know, get your repair.
Patch
Maybe.
incoming.
What's up?
Patch is incoming. They're stopping services on old PTU.
Oh, all right. Well, we almost finished this thing.
Yeah, we almost finished. Yeah, we got about half of it done.
You guys should be getting booted shortly.
And there's I think, what was it, Australia has a bit of a policy when it comes to even online purchases. So yeah, they're not going to keep you from the thing you paid cash for. Not.
Oh, a lot of countries do. England has
Right.
got a deal for online purchases to where even in games and stuff, if you purchase something, they better hold up their end of the bargain. Otherwise, the country will, you know, the
Right.
government will turn around and say, you're done.
Right.
Give everybody their money back.
So yeah, I don't think they're gonna ever cut you out of your cash paid ship. You just might have to pay some in-game credits to get it back.
Well, it's like your subscription armor and stuff. You know, if you lose it, they've been talking about giving you the option to go to the terminal and buy it back. Nobody else can unless they own it. But if you own it and you paid real money for it, there's a special terminal that you're supposed to be able to go to
Right.
to buy it back. And we're done.
Doesn't look like it's too beefy of a patch either. Looks like
I'm out of the game.
Yep, there
Yep.
it is.
There it is.
server crashes. 6 server crashes fixed, 1 client crash fixed, and a handful of specific items.
What? Can you read them off?
Yep. So there have been many more elevator fixes. Should greatly improve the experience across PTU.
Hopefully on the reclaimer.
I'll just go through the list. If the client crashes, it does not prompt a crash handler for the player. That's been fixed. When claiming a rented ship for the first time, the delivery timer will be incorrect. This causes an error message to appear. That's been fixed. Ship mining laser on mineable rocks below 1K mass at 0% energy level continues to fill up charge level. I noticed that in the flesher. That's been fixed. Player is unable to enter the metro loop train. Been fixed. Players are unable to call elevators from rest stop refinery. The player is unable to call elevator from hangar interiors. Artemex helmet's respiratory tube is unattached. Should be attached now. And claimed rental ships become functionally identical to owned player ships. That has been fixed. That's it. That's all you get.
Well,
I gotta call it a night.
yep. Same here.
Adios, Stan.
I think it's that time.
All right.
See you
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Take it easy, guys.
GG's, y'all.
Hey, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a good game.